Welcome to the Outer Rim Rookie, a beginner's journey to joining the 501st. My name is Rob Williams. Terry's not here today. He's at home enjoying a happy little Friday and the start of the weekend. As of this recording, it is February 8th. I have 3 weeks, count 3 weeks to get this armor done by Fanexpo Vancouver, which happens at the start of March. It has been fast and furious. I have been working extremely hard these last couple of weeks with the help of my two co-hosts from the Generation X-Wing podcast, Jamie, as well as Steve 3. We've been working really hard on fixing little bits and pieces of my armor. And today's episode is going to be a quick rundown of what I've been up to with the help of Steve and Jamie. I will show you little tips and tricks that I've learned from Jamie and Steve, and little things that maybe it could be wrong, because here's the thing. Despite all these great little things, all these little adjustments that I've been doing, Terry, who is one of the people that evaluates and kind of looks over the CRLs, he's the one that's basically going to tell me what needs to be changed at this last minute. So it's going to be a bit tricky, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing now. So take this, there's a caveat to all this, to this entire episode. Some of this may be wrong. And heck, you probably might be writing stuff, you might be typing some stuff down on the comments below, but that's okay. This is not a final piece. But the biggest part about this whole episode was taking the training wheels off. I decided these last couple weeks, I got to get a job done. And the only way I'm going to do this is, as Mel Robbins says, do it anyways. And I've decided to just go for it. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. If I screw up on the sewing, I screw up on the sewing. If I sew my fingers together, I will go to the hospital and unsew them. That's the goal today. And that's not the goal today. That's the goal from now till Fan Expo. I'm going to get this done. So let's do a rundown of what I've been up to the last little while. Let's go. All right, so this is going to be a bit of a guerrilla job on the recording because I'm using a Canon camera from my school here, but we're going to start with the bridge of this armor here. Now this is what the final piece will hopefully look like. Again, assuming Terry approves of everything. And we have a little piece here to cover the gap as well as the shoulder piece, and we'll get into that in a second here. The most important part is this piece right here, and that is right here. Now, if you're going to focus in on this, it's going to make a lot of noise probably, but this is a unique piece. Knowing Terry, he probably went deep into understanding what this is made of. I can't tell you what it's made of, and maybe next episode we can find out from Terry. But it feels like some sort of bandage or gauze, but it is an elastic. And so one of the things I had to do was sew it together with another piece of elastic so it fits on right here. And underneath there's a little piece of Velcro to attach the two pieces of the bridge. And then using this T strap that I made with Jamie a while ago, this piece here will go underneath the bridge and it all becomes one piece. And again, there's also a little loop there if you slide your arm through. But going back to this piece, this is the most unique part of it. How I made this, well, to quickly describe it, I sewed it inside out. If you flip it inside out and you sew it together like that, it's quite something there. I learned this from Terry has a thing on the Pathfinders, so there's a little hint for anybody building this armor. Go to the Pathfinders. There's lots of people there to help out, and Terry's got a nice little how to post on what to do. But you sew it together, you flip it inside out, like so, and then you just slide it on and attach it and slide it back on, and there's what you get. And once everything goes together, you have a nice piece of chest armor that will go nicely with the rest of your costume. So that's the chest armor. Again, so to sum up, I have this little piece here. Again, I'll dig in to see what this is. Maybe I'll even put a little comment down here. But this is I used off-white because it kind of fits my cummerbund and my pouches as well. So it had this whole theme of fitting in. And then you make the T-squares. I put Velcro in the inside here. Put a little piece of Velcro right here, as you can see, like that. Alright, so there's the Velcro there. So it attaches, keeps it nice and stable, and then T-square in here, shoulder piece, arm goes through, you're set to go. Alright, so let's talk about some of the other pieces here. I'm going to show you my pants. So here's the suit that I have here. If we just adjust it slightly, there we go. Now, in the last episode, we were able to sew on the thigh patches. Now, what you didn't see last episode, or maybe you did see it and I missed it completely, was it was way out of sync. It was off. It was unbalanced. So Terry noticed it right away, and so I had to I had to open it up again and then sew it back on, balance it out. And actually what I did is I used a little hook here and I just kind of hung it off my fridge here and I balanced it out. And what also was important was these straps here. I noticed that that was out too. So again, sewing it all back on, sewing the strap on, it's nice and level, it looks good. Now, one thing that somebody told me was that one little thing you could do is sew this strap to the leg, just a little strip up there. But what I noticed is I've got very meaty thighs. This is probably from years of soccer and skiing and sitting on my butt. So my legs are pretty big, so I don't need to sew it right now. It doesn't seem to hang. And the reason you would sew it is so it doesn't hang, it doesn't sag. Well, my muscular thighs is able to keep that up for the meantime. So far so good. What I also noticed is, I won't show you down here, but the cuffs, I don't know if you can see it, they are hacked. They are destroyed. It looks like I was attacked by a chihuahua. But the good thing is you don't see that. It's tucked in the boot, it's hidden, so fortunately I can hide a little of those imperfections. And trust me, there are quite a few imperfections in here. But there you go, there's my thigh patch. And let's show you the back side too. And there's the back side as well. It matches up, it's looking good. And a lot of this is covered up anyways. You have the butt flap that I created a couple episodes ago will cover a lot of this. There'll be a strap to go up. And again, there's the straps there. It's nice and balanced, nice and even. It's looking pretty good. So that, I'm pretty confident it's done. All right, let's go look at some more armor. Alright, so I'm running out of battery power, so let's talk about the belt real quick. This is the one that Steve 3 helped me out with. We were looking at the CRLs and trying to figure out how do we do the belt. Oops, how do we do the belt? There are many ways that I've seen this belt done, but it's hard to find some good pictures of what people did inside. But there are certain sizes. Check the CRL about the distance between the bottom of the belt to the top of the hip box. It is about, I believe, 1 inch. Double check that. Again, CRL will have that. So how do you put this together? So many people found different ways. Right now, to be safe, since we weren't too sure, we didn't want to feel like riveting anything, me and Steve decided we're going to Velcro it on the inside. It's adjustable, we can move it in and out, and if we have to rivet later, well then we have room to do that. We just take the Velcro off and we're set to go. But right now it's just Velcroed in. And we did rivet the side though. We riveted this side here and this side here. That has to happen. And so we measured it. We took a look at a lot of other people's CRLs. And Steve is really good for finding balance when it comes to measurement. He's always a guy that measures thrice, cut once. We also sewed in the Velcro here to wrap around the back. And way in here, if I open the box, what's in the box? The hip boxes. And these are the hip boxes. Again, inside put Velcro. We sewed some Velcro on. We didn't quite sew it together yet because we wanted to make it adjustable in case we made a mistake. But these are the hip boxes, and with the little parachute, what do you call it? Parachute clamps, I think they're called. So ready to go to hook in there. But again, we used Velcro. It's adjustable and it's not permanent. And so if you have to move things around, we move things around. One of the other things that we did was the thermal detonator. Now this came white. We needed to paint it gray, and that's what I did. So I used this. This is a primer filler, Duplicolor. I've got it at the Canadian Tire up here in Canada. The primer filler, it's spray painted really nice. I used the box, went outside, and it is just nice. It's just got a nice feel to it. I might spray it one more time just to make sure. And it goes in something like this. We'll do this quickly for another video, but this hooks onto the back of the belt with some little clasps here, as well as lovely zip ties. So, and this came with the set as well. So that was something I also worked on as well. This took me about an hour and a half, not including drying. So this was really quick. I gave it a couple sprays, obviously taped up the edges there with painter's tape, and it looks fantastic. I love it. So that's that. So that's the belt. We got hip boxes. We got thermal detonators. We've got more hip boxes. We've got Velcro. We got clasps, and we've got this gorgeous looking belt. That is gorgeous. Okay, so I've been working on my armor for the last little while, and I decided for the first time I'm going to try it on, just see what it looks like, just see how. I haven't even put this thing on yet. Holy crap! This feels so good. This feels so good. I know I got so many things I had to work on. Like this needs to come up, and this needs to go down. I need to move this around. I get the belt and all this. I know these little things. I've lost my biceps falling off. I lost so much weight over the summer that everything's kind of gotten loose. It just hangs. Like, look at that. It just falls off. And I know there's little things I need to tweak and all that sort of stuff, but this this feels so freaking good. I'm gonna cry a little bit here. Oh boy, it's not bad. I can see the end. It's that light of the tunnel. So, all right, let's go back to it. All right, so there you go. I've shown you kind of what we've been doing for the last couple days, last couple weeks. So what's left? I need to finish the belt. I'm going to have to put some hip boxes, get that sorted out. I'm going to have to, I've noticed my boots have been falling apart, so I got to redo the boots. I think I've lost so much weight, the boots are too big, I just noticed. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to look into. The vest is the biggest deal. The vest is something that Terry's going to have to help me out with, and I'm going to probably do that for the next episode. What else? Tighten up the bicep armors, all the other pieces. Just it's little things here and there that need to be tweaked. But man, when I put that suit on for the first time, just trying it out and seeing how it looked, I felt really good. And it's, like I said, it's that light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm really excited about this. I feel really good about Fanexpo. I even feel really good about going to Victoria for the Capital City Comic Con as well, the C4. This is happening. This is really happening, and I'm really excited about this. So, where can you find me? Well, you can find Terry, first of all. Find Terry at Panda Props in Costumes on Instagram, as well as Panda Props on Facebook. Ding! That's a reminder. As well as, don't forget his Etsy store if you're looking for little greeblies and stuff. As for me, you can find my podcast at Generation X-Wing Podcast. You can find it on GenerationXWing.com, on Instagram and Twitter at Gen X-Wing, on Facebook, as well as the Outer Rim Rookie on Facebook, where you'll see lots of pictures of the progress. Other than that, thank you so much. Next, probably the best. And we're this close, 94.379% there. Remember, armor is built on hope. Bye.
Check the OR, you like it so far. Check the OR, you like it so far. Check the OR, you like it so far. Check the OR, you love the OR. Here we go, ready to set it off. From coast to coast, it's the most and it hits rough. Organized rhymes here to start it up. You got some trouble with your mouth, you better shut it up. Think twice before you act and try to tackle the funky stuff. I take your suckers out like meat on a shish kebab. And you don't know it, but your girl's doing kiss and rob. And you're the one who wants the corn, but you missed the cop. So here's a bit of something new. Give me a toot and salute, and I'll give you my boots. Where you need it while I'm